Como fresco está el pescado? How fresh is the fish? Language skills. They're not just for when you're in another country though. We need pretty good language skills just to understand and get along with the people that we see every day. When these skills are working, you probably won't even notice that you're using them. When they're not, it's pretty sure bet you're going to know about it. I reckon you could remember a heap of times when you're talking to somebody in the shops, or maybe a teacher, a parent, or a friend, and what you were trying to say just wasn't coming across. Maybe you weren't making yourself clear. Maybe they had a problem of their own, they were distracted, or maybe they just didn't have good communication skills themselves. Just like you need more than one CD in your collection, you also need a whole stack of skills to learn to communicate properly with other people. You need skills for starting conversations, asking for something, taking turns when talking, seeking advice, responding appropriately, and showing that you understand. Then there's the more complex ones like negotiating, conflict resolution, and being assertive. There's heaps, hey? Quiet! That's the key to good communication, not the yelling part, the listening. Because if we're thinking about other things or worrying about what we're going to say next, we can't be listening properly to what the other person is trying to say. And there are ways to show people that we're listening to them. Just having a conversation with the guy, and he nobody really knew of him back then, but yeah, I could have done a lot better of the job myself, I think, but that's just because I'm ridiculously good at everything. So when you're in a conversation, it's good to look at the person that you're listening to, but to stare at them can freak some people out. I think they could have really improved it a lot if they took the songs out, because all the singing was just so much of it. Like, I know they call it Sound of Music, but really, is it necessary? Gestures like smiling, nodding, frowning or scowling all help us to communicate. Generally, if someone smiles or nods, they're agreeing or encouraging us to continue. But if they frown or scowl, they might be disagreeing or not understanding. And then I said to him, Ben, you don't know what you're on about. Yeah? And then I had to explain that Mary J. Blige isn't a ship. Little words like yeah and aha encourage us to continue. And then I said, mate, you won't find Limp Bizkit with the Tim Tams. A relaxed posture is good and makes the person you're talking to feel more relaxed. But you can go too far and you'll give the impression you're bored. Turning away also says you're not interested. When you're talking to someone, distance is important. Too close can be a little bit freaky, but too far away gives the message that you're trying to back off. Facial expressions are important too. The appropriate facial expression gives the person the idea that you're interested in what they're trying to say, but a flat expression can give the impression that you're bored. Now, while you may not always be able to laugh when people hope you will, okay, I got a good one. 2 monkeys stumbled into a wall. They were plastered. And on the other hand, there are times when it's not appropriate to laugh. The vet said my dog is really sick. And remember, different cultures, even different families, use different non-verbal cues to communicate. Part of being a good listener is picking up on these differences.